What up? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is, excuse me, nice little burp there. Not mistaken, it's day 110 of Dave's Daily Discussions. You know me, I'm Dave. On the road. We're a little bit behind today. This weekend was a rough one with the back. Mostly just had to stretch and rest, relax, and repeat. But we're up. We'll get into the gym and do the stretching, and we'll see if we have time for a little bit of a workout. Who knows? But we're up and at 'em. We're blessed to be alive. We're thankful to be awake again. There are a lot worse things in the world than what's going on in my life, and you know, I don't really have many complaints. If I had to complain about anything, just my back. But I'm not paralyzed. Silver lining. I still am able to drive, go to work, do things like that, go to the gym. Just have to endure pain and do the right things to help minimize that pain as much as we can. So, not a whole lot to complain about here. Big week this week. Trying to look into approval for a homeowner's loan, so we'll see if we can look into that. It would be huge if I get approved. I've never done it, so I don't know really what to expect, but we're looking into that. And then I also saw these apartments that I had a lease in hand, filled out, and then I found out my medical insurance went up, and it was last year. Last year around June or July, maybe, somewhere in that realm. And I ended up pulling out of the deal because I was not sure how well it was going to work with me making the money that I was making back then and my medical insurance going up. I was paying that out of pocket instead of it just coming out of my check. The budget just didn't seem right. So that's where we were at last year. This year, we're looking to try and see if we can get that approval for that homeowner's loan so we can start taking a look into things. At the very least, that place that I wanted to get the apartment with that would have taken my dog's fine, looks like they may have availability again. So we're surveying both options. Hopefully, my plan is for one of them to happen, either the approval and go that route, or sign a lease and get into those apartments that are really close to work, and you know what, just ride the wave for the next year and see how it goes. Start saving money if I can and do that route. So that's my plan. That's what I got going on. It is Monday. What I have not said, and I have not done a Monday morning video in a while, is T.G.I.G. Thank God it's Monday. So many people are off T.G.I.F. They're so excited for Friday because it's the weekend. They're excited for the week to be over with. I'm kind of on the flip side as of now, and pretty much my entire life for the most part. I mean, when I was in school, yeah, you want the weekend, but then you want the week. I've always flipped back and forth, but ever since I graduated, for the most part, those weekdays, especially when you find that flipping to the switch, when you start doing something that you really enjoy, something that you love, or when you're really working towards goals, the weekend, if you have weekends off, they're not that exciting because you're not going out partying, you're not doing what most people who are excited about the weekend are doing. The week is important to you because those 5 or 6 days are the days that you are really you are putting in the work. Those are the days you're just adding up hours, putting in hours to make more money, to basically you're providing your time to get that paycheck so that you can work towards those goals more. If they're financial based, my goals do have a financial base to them, since my major goal is to get my own place. So whether that's owning or renting, whatever falls better in the timing right now, that's what I'm grinding for. So the weekend doesn't really do much for me besides what I need to do is start taking advantage. We've been super busy, so it's been stressful at times, but we're finally coming down to a point where I think I can say, all right, we don't need as much kind of leeway time to reset, start utilizing them weekends better again, really start studying and putting time in, and go that route. So that's what I'm doing. I'm chasing passions, I'm chasing goals. I'm not chasing the weekend. I am excited for Monday every morning, or every Sunday, every weekend. I'm excited for Monday again. I just try to be thankful for each day and make the most of each of those days, not wish them away and hope for the weekend or hope for the next week, the next paycheck, the next year. I want what's in front of me right now. Those minutes and those hours are really important if you're doing something and utilizing them. I think that's what a lot of people kind of misconstrue and forget. They just want to fast forward. But if you think about it in the scheme of things, you just start fast forwarding. There's a lot of things that you're not tending to. It doesn't make sense. I'm very appreciative of each day. There's no way that I would want to fast forward. When I was a little younger, or before I really got into my passions, which is why I do these videos, because if I can help get you to where I'm at, yeah, there's a lot of goals, there's a lot of things I want, but if I can get you to where I'm at with, I'm grinding. I found what I want, and I'm grinding for it. Fast forwarding time for me would be losing time. I have time in my hands every day, especially during the week, and it's very important to me. So when I was younger, yeah, maybe I did want to fast forward. One of the big fast forwarding that I always wanted to fast forward for was just finding that kind of pure romance, that love that people you see in movies and stuff, and having the family. That's one of my biggest goals that I hope that I can attain. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You really can't force this one. Like a house, that's attainable. I can force and bust my butt to get to that, but there is no legal proper route to finding the right situation for the goal that I've always wanted to be a family man. I've always wanted to be a husband, a father. I've always wanted kids. There's no surefire way of getting that. But there are ways to ensuring that if you do find that right person, that you manage it yourself. You're in the driver's seat, and that's just being a good person. That's not being selfish. That's being caring and loving towards other people. A lot of times nowadays, with where I'm at in life, I'm 29. You're meeting people that have kids already, and you have to, as an adult, realize that if you're going to get involved with somebody who already has kids, that you're ready to be a role model and a figure in that child's life. And if you're not, then you should not be wasting that lady or that man's or that woman's time and kind of setting them back and making things tough on their kid as well, because they become attached. So I think the biggest thing in life is just being an adult, being mature, and realizing that we need to do the right thing. Integrity. One of my big standpoints in life, integrity. And what it means is just knowing that every action has an opposite reaction reaction, is that the whole term? I love the quote of the term. Like every reaction has an equal and opposite reaction. I think that's one of the laws of physics, isn't it? But I kind of live by that in a way. Every decision you make has some sort of bearing on life. It has some sort of bearing on you, the people around you that are involved in you. There are consequences to decisions. More importantly, there are pros and cons to every decision you make. Number one, we all have to take care of ourselves. If you have a family and whatnot, if there's people that are relying on you, yes, you have to make sure that you're aware your decisions, and hopefully have a good heart, your decisions will affect them as well. You're not making some rash decision that's going to put you and a bunch of other people on the streets or in danger. But what I mean is, we all have one life within ourselves, which means that people around us, as long as you make them aware and you talk to them and you say, okay, that's what we're going to try and do, like, there's a fine line, and everybody else also has the ability to make decisions and do the right things for themselves as well. So, as for me, I mean, it's just like a job. If you're gonna leave your place of employment to go somewhere else, typically the ethical thing to do in the professional world is to put a 2 weeks notice in. You're giving your place of employment, the manager or the owner or whatnot, the heads up that, hey, in 2 weeks I will be starting somewhere, or hey, I am putting my 2 weeks notice in. Is that enough for you? Like, you're doing the right thing in that respect. Same thing with, like, if you're renting, you're going to give some sort of a heads up. Like, you have a lease, that's why they put a year lease in. That's why they usually have you do front and back rent, so that if you aren't ethical and you just kind of dip out, they at least have a month's rent there kind of hanging, a deposit maybe and a back month, so they have 1 or 2 months there hanging for financing. The thing you got to think about is, you kind of just dip out, stop paying, and just disappear on a landlord. They just lost income. They just lost your rent. I never truly majorly realized it until I started working on insurance, because there's literally a coverage for that. I mean, there's a coverage on your home insurance as well that says, like, it's called coverage D, loss of use, and it goes for, like, if you can't live at your residence for a covered claim or whatnot, or the total loss or something like that, there's money there for you to go stay somewhere else while it's being rebuilt or while things are happening to get your place livable again. Same thing with if you have a rental property that you have insurance on, there's that coverage there, same coverage that's more so there for loss of use, is loss of income, loss of rent. So if you just kind of dip out on a landlord, it's rough on them because they just lost income and they have to find somebody, especially right now. It can be tough sometimes with what's going on in the world to find those people. So just being ethical, the integrity to do the right thing. So that's my standpoint on things. Might have got a little sidetracked here, but it's good content. It's good to be aware of being ethical, having integrity, and being a good person. I'm going to get in here. I'm going to try and stretch and do the right things for my back, and then get in here and do the insurance thing. So guys, it's day 110 of Dave's Daily Discussions. You know me. I'm Dave. This is D3, and I love bringing this content to you guys. We're going to see if we could bring in another one. I did not get to bring a video yesterday. It was a rough day on the back. I was not going out anywhere to try and take a video. It was mostly just rest, and I was trying to get my computer unlocked to do my studying and stuff, and it was just a mess. So with that being said, remember, when we wake up thankful today, we wake up blessed. If you've made it this far in the video, the 2 things that we talk about every single video: number 1, waking up, putting time, energy, and passion into things that are going to make you successful. Number 2, putting time, energy, and passion into things that are going to help you grow. do the things that make you successful, do the things that are going to help you grow. No reason that you can't be happy, optimistic, and really get to those goals that you're really working towards. Guys, I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, comment, direct message me if you want certain content, if you want to get involved in videos, if there's something you liked. Show me that love. Let me know that you're watching. Subscribe to the YouTube. We're on Facebook. We have a Facebook group. Join the group if you want an invite. If you can't find it, let me know. Direct message me. Comment on the video. We'll get you in here on Facebook. Facebook's really active and doing pretty well. The YouTube is obviously the primary. Instagram's still tough. We're trying to work at it the best we can, and then trying to get it to Twitter as we can. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. Hit me up on the right platforms. I want to expand. I want this to grow, and we're working towards those goals so we can get these videos even better once we get out on our own. Thank you. I love y'all. Thank you so much.